Today I want to briefly talk about Aristotle. He wrote a book called the Nicomachean Ethics for his son, and basically it was describing what Aristotle really thought was important in life, and for him life was all about happiness, which he sort of tied to the concept of virtue. Living a virtuous life was to make you happy. But anyway, I want to concentrate on just one chapter of that book, which was his chapter on friendship. And for Aristotle, one of the keys to happiness was to have friends. And he broke it down into three types. There was utility, pleasure, and virtue. And briefly, utility was the kind of situation where maybe you had a friend. It could be somebody you studied with in college or a business associate later in life. And you did things for each other, but as soon as the need was fulfilled, the friendship faded away real quick. The second type of friend for Aristotle was the idea of a friend you had for pleasure. That could be a teammate on a sports team. It could be a drinking buddy that you hang out with. It could be a fishing buddy, whatever. But that friendship too, while it lasted longer maybe than the one of utility, and you really did enjoy each other's company, maybe made each other laugh, it too was transitory. As you grew older and changed, and the other person changed, and your responsibilities changed, and maybe geography even, that friendship kind of went by the wayside. The most important friendship for Aristotle was what he called the friendship of virtue. It could have been a spouse, but it could have been two just close friends. And basically, it was when you recognized certain things in them, and they recognized pretty much the same things in you. It was a mutual recognition of character. You admired each other, saw a lot of the same qualities in each other. And as a result, the friendship evolved into something that you both benefited from and you wanted to continue. This, for Aristotle, was the truest form of friendship because it was love for love's sake. It wasn't involved because you were necessarily being given something. It was because I guess what I'm trying to say is it was for its own sake. You didn't have to get something out of it from the other person. You were willing to continue that relationship because it really was love. You were willing to do things for that person regardless of whether you got something in return or not. It was the type of person who could call you at 3 o'clock in the morning and you would actually answer the phone and listen to whatever their problem was, and maybe get out of bed and get in your car and go somewhere to help them. Truly, it was a step, maybe several steps above the average friend. But I'll wrap that up for now. Those were the three types of friends Aristotle thought one had in life. And for him, the whole purpose of life was basically to be happy, which he considered virtue. And might not be exactly what a lot of us would think, but that's what he thought. You lived a good life, a virtuous life. You lived a happy life. So I'll leave it go at that for now. Please comment if you care to about whether you agree with Aristotle or me or anything about the video. And I'll try to get another one out soon. I'll stay tuned and I'll keep on doing this. Have a good night and bye for now.